Yeah, there are side quests.
Better make sure I haven't forgotten anything.
Yeah. Woo! Look at those! Some good shit. What do you mean no more hunts? In case you haven't noticed, your poor Hound spends all his time of late on the rear deck whimpering like Gav in his cups. Something ain't right and my gut tells me it's not to do with the supply of antelope bones.
What is it this time, Torgal?
Sorry, what? Oh, right. Alliance reports. That makes sense. Reluctant as I am to add to your burdens, I would ask your aid in a personal matter, albeit one that may be beneficial to your cause. There exists ancient texts deemed so injurious to modern thought that mere possession is deemed a crime, and it was a chance encounter with one such tome from a distance that sparked within me scholastic curiosity. The scholastic curiosity that burns to this very day. I wish to enlist your aid in reclaiming that text. Should you require further incentive, know that I am willing to offer compensation for services rendered. Yeah. Of course.
Something tells me this is no mere adventure story.
Okay. Or there's somebody quite close.
Clive, my boy! Rutherford informs me that we owe you our thanks. Hadn't intended for you to get involved, but such are the times we live in, huh?
Sure.
I would have done the same for anyone else.
You're far too modest, Clive. You'd make a terrible nobleman. But tell me, is the realm truly in as dire a state as Rutherford suggests?
From what little I saw, you were right to be worried.
Right.
I suppose I should have expected the worst. But I was rather hoping the great and good of the realm might have things a little more under control. Alas, it seems that firm leadership is in short supply these days, and without it, the people are bound to lose their way. We must move quickly.
But where do we start?
True, the challenges that face us are many. But in my estimation, there are two key areas to be addressed before any other. The realm's armies and her larders.
Okay.
As you've seen firsthand, it's every man and woman for themselves out there. Certain cities have banded together to try and maintain some semblance of order, yes? But such cases are few and far between. And yet, the only remedy for the chaos that faces us is unity. A unity that transcends even the borders laid down by our ancestors. In short, if Storm does not stand together, she will fall apart.
But how would one even begin to unite the realm?
The armies, my boy. As I told you already, we begin by restoring order among the ranks of those sworn to maintain it. Sadly, I doubt I could convince even the lowliest gaggle of privates to dig a latrine together. But I do know someone the High Commanders have been known to listen to on occasion. Field Marshal Eugen Havel.
Eugen?
I thought he was retired.
He was, until an Akashic army tore through Randalar and killed most of the rank and file. There is no man alive more capable. Literally. And as luck would have it, I've already spoken with him on the matter.
Okay.
Of course you have.
And he's agreed to help. On one condition. That he first speaks with you personally. Havel has always been a man of frustratingly rigid principle,
Mm-hmm.
and he has certain qualms about clasping arms with, well, with an outlaw.
Of course.
I extolled your many virtues as best I could, of course, but the old goat was adamant that he be allowed to appraise you in person. You don't mind, do you, my boy?
Nah, man. It's fine.
Of course not. As long as chaos reigns, we will never build a better world.
Chaos reigns.
I'll do whatever it takes. And if the Field Marshal wishes to speak with me in person, then so be it.
That's the spirit.
I'll leave for Randalar at once. Would you send a Stolas?
Of course. Rutherford is already in the Dalmekian capital. I'll have him tell Havel to expect you forthwith.
Excellent. Thank you, Uncle.
No, thank you, Clive.
Nice. At this point, I don't really need money, so just pay me in those points. Oh boy, there's a lot of quests. I'll go here first.
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen our...
Hi, Torgal.
Pining for something, boy.
What's up?
What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
That is true,
From
yeah.
Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
And you're only thinking to ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg,
Oh.
since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong, boy?
I'll take like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all.
Yeah.
Sid would always tell him, you want my iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for. I reckon what he was looking for was you.
Sure.
I'm sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
There's something we can do to help?
Let's get that thing off you.
You don't want it off?
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
I guess he does.
Quick, aren't you? Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all. It's not like Gav would have kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Yep.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where'd he go, though?
Where to then, Torgal?
Follow Torgal where? How are the kids?
What do you think happened to Miss Middledall?
Sid, you have to help us.
With what? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes, but that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Middledall. She's been acting strange.
How so?
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
In the clouds.
Yeah.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Right after she got back from saving you from Stoneir.
Then it's probably just about the Enterprise. It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid?
Hmm.
You really should be more careful around Miss Middledol's inventions. Oh, don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's gonna put Miss Middledore back together? She seems really sad.
Yeah.
Why don't I go and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
I mean, it's mostly for me, but sure.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Thanks
No,
for the
I know.
warning.
But thanks. There's another quest around here. Oh, it's probably in the dungeon. Where is it? Oh, I don't get where that is. I'll figure it out later. Hey, Mid.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along! If this doesn't steer to the skies, nothing will!
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
Yeah, she is.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all? It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it.
Sure.
The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them. But not me. I've discovered
Is
how to
that
do
the
it
problem?
without- Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But if a godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil, and not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil. Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
Of
If
course.
it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you might find some.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
Great.
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Yeah, I don't...
Middledore mentioned a new project yet?
Miss Shirley says your book's made quite an impression on the children.
Where is this? I actually don't know where that is. Is it the other guy? Oh, it's up. It's up. Of course. Of course it's up.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Sure.
Of course.
It is an honor to finally speak with you. My name is Herman. I've been with the Curse Breakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
Why Ash?
The lands across the Narrow are too dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important. I was raised in an orphanage.
Yeah, I've been there.
Bach Conservatory. Or rather, I was held captive there. It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
I can't imagine.
I lost so many. I can't even remember all their names, but they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured, every name recorded, every death logged with meticulous care. Sid, allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
Sure.
You were a good friend, Herman. But
Of
the
course.
fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
I'll
Sid,
go.
Please, even should it cost me my life.
No, it's not going to cost your life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
Yeah,
I won't let you risk your life.
of course.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Leader Grace. Hidden in a forest, overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Not quite.
If you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for, shell will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
I do. And I know to give them a wide berth.
Yeah, I've killed a few.
Any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza, or what's left of the village anyway.
Okay, cool.
But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
Is it going to be a hunt?
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Hey, Vivian.
Vivian,
Do you have something for
I
me?
read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Right.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please.
Yes?
You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I
Okay.
spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Okay.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you.
That's fine.
This book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Sure. Oh man, that's starting to be a lot of quests.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
Sure.
It depends what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers.
Okay.
As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but
Why do you need me?
why this one?
Because he wants to be a scout. Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav. And since he accompanies you on so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for in those who'd fill his boots.
Sure.
Sounds reasonable.
Makes sense.
So you happy to oversee the boys' test then?
Yeah.
One can never have too many scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Okay.
Northreach. I don't suppose they could have chosen somewhere closer.
And there is a ton of quests.
Sid, do you have a moment?
Of course.
By all means.
It's my old master. Seems there's no escaping her. She found some way to send me a letter.
Let's go and kill her.
Something else. Records from a Waluda prison. Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless. Bearers no one would miss.
I've been
even
close.
better for her. Bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Ooh, that's gonna be
Leaving the
rough,
bearers
though.
to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now.
Yeah?
And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Sure.
We'll be needing the Enterprise if we're going to navigate the Narrow.
Does that mean...
I'm making an exception, but we travel together.
Cool.
We stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick.
Chadwick.
Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
He was. Is.
Hopefully they won't all be...
The entrance to the prison lies in the
Akashic.
shadow of Ravenwit Walls.
I know where it is.
Just beyond the portcullis.
I know exactly where
We
it
should
is.
head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
There's something about it.
Woo! Jesus. Hey, Joshua.
Ah, Clive.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing.
It's... Not...
Do I
nothing.
have to smack you?
I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it.
His will? How? Where?
In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle. After Kupka was kind enough to drive out the Imperials, the Undying took the opportunity to recover what relics of the Duchy yet remained. And in the process of doing so, they found a letter from Father.
I'm surprised anything survived down there.
Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but... would you join me?
Yep.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
Very well. I'm ready to leave when you are.
Okay, so you're with me. Is that it? Can I get more people to join my party? I'd like to have as big a party as possible. I'm just gonna check. Better. I'm gonna talk to Harpocrates first. Hey, Tomes.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Harpocrates. There's something I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
Then you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
Correct.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
Who are the executors?
coveters of secrets, a clandestine organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts and technologies.
Okay,
One
so
such
we gotta
text
kill those.
being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Yeah, why aren't we prioritizing that?
Could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known. Or, so rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the Executor's watchword.
Of course.
They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
How do we know they exist?
Explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the Executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Fine question. Sadly, all that is known of the Executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Sure.
My hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
What do you mean?
Rumors of the Executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft correspond. Alas, I have heard naught from him since the skies fell dark. And no doubt he too has turned. But though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves, quietly awaiting discovery. If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Yeah, we're going there, so that's fine. Make for Garnick.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy. Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Back on the rear deck.
Ooh.
You were looking west.
Is it that door? Is one of my
Rosaria.
quests bringing me to that door?
Why don't we try the rookery?
Sure.
I haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
Let's go.
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
Let's go. Yeah, and there are also quests in other places in the world. Because of course there are. That's really close, actually. Really close. Oh, are we actually going to the castle? That's sad.
It's still here. After all these years. A lot smaller than I remember.
Of course.
And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me.
No.
I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure.
No.
We won't be long. Hop in, boy.
I don't like it, but sure. Is this going to be a new area? Wouldn't be cool if it was.
Trees. Come on. Race you there? I bet I could still beat you.
Absolutely not, you idiot. It's a wolf, man. This thing runs twice as fast. At the very least. Oh, is that a treehouse? That's really cute.
Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
What's the deal with those boards? Oh, cute. Oh, how are those boards different?
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
My old armor? Or is that
This is all from the castle. And Phoenix Gate. Did you bring these here?
Is that my old sword? That is an old sword. Yeah.
Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal. For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Oh, that's gonna go on the wall for sure.
That's not the way back to the boat, Torgal.
No, there's something else.
All right. I'm coming. I think I know where we're going.
Do you? I don't. Is the puppy just homesick?
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today.
Yep.
And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Cute. That's a lot of experience, Jesus. Charts, yeah. Oh, cool. Not gonna use it. Okay.
Sorry. Wait. We're ready.
Yeah. There's something here. Hotel docks. Okay.
Well. After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
I guess.
This should be enough.
Cool. I still don't. Should I go look into it? I'm still hopeful that there's a quest that needs that. Do you have an orchestration role for me?
What are you after?
What do you have that's new? That? I mean...
That all, is it?
Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna run past this. I'm just curious, man. Cool. Uh-huh. Yeah. Dude.
Thanks, Gal.
This has to be something. At some point. Okay. Where can I go? Plenty of places. Okay.
Come on.
What am I gonna have to fight? Who are these blue guys?
This might take a while.
Yeah, no, I'm not engaging. Yeah, there's also that. Might as well look into that as well. Might as well look into that too. Is what I should have said.
The entire village looks abandoned.
It is abandoned.
Which house would a bookworm live in?
Okay. Well, intelligence or training report in the wake of... Yeah. No.
This is a Royal Army logbook.
A complete botany of Banes, white tribesmen of the heathen gods. Folklorist. Yeah, I'm not going to read that
His
one.
interests were certainly varied.
From a Distance, chapter 16, The Fall of Bearers.
This is it. But if what it says is true, I need to get this back to the hideaway.
Okay, cool. I'm expecting some resistance. Yeah.
Leaving so soon, stranger?
Yeah, I was leaving.
We've been watching you.
Oh,
From a
you're fancy.
distance, so to speak.
Subtle. I know who you are.
Then we need not waste time on introductions. Hand me the book. Leave
Don't
it in
think
our
so.
care and return to your life.
Your care? Do you mean to burn it or bury it?
That is not my decision to make. But by one means or another, its contents shall be removed from the common record.
Fuck right off.
I'll have to politely refuse. I won't let you erase our history.
Then we find ourselves at an impasse. Very well. The book can just as easily be pried from your dead hand.
Let's see, shall we?
Okay. So, first thing we do is reduce numbers. Cool. Yep. Yeah. Ah, please die. You have really high defense, and it's a pain in the ass to fight you. Dude, just dodge one attack once in a while. Okay, it's done. Woo! Not so much experience. Hopefully the quest itself will give me a boost. Am I gonna have to kill you?
Impressive. But we have other means. We shall claim the book yet.
I don't think we...
Why do you want it so badly anyway?
Don't think you will.
It lays out in no uncertain terms the vanity and avarice of mankind.
That is bad because...
It tells the shameful history of the persecution and oppression of a gifted few by a giftless many. Would you say that this interpretation was correct?
I don't know.
You don't know. Your sword may be sharp, but your wits are dull. So let me answer for you. There is no correct interpretation of history.
Okay.
That a series of events took place may be proved beyond a doubt. But there can be no single, immutable explanation as to why they came to
Therefore,
pass. It is a question of numbers and of belief.
Then
If
having
enough
the
people
most amount of
believe
evidence,
that a
that's
set of events
cool.
occurred for a reason, that belief becomes the truth.
So you're trying to control the truth?
We are trying to protect people from themselves, from knowledge that would bring them naught but pain. That is all. You may keep the book, for now.
I should kill you.
The world is small. We shall meet again.
I don't think we will.
Until then.
Unless you come into our hideout, I don't see how we're gonna meet again.
Damn it. Let's get this back to Vivian. Perhaps she can explain what that was all about. Good girl.
Let's mark this on the map, otherwise I'm not gonna get there. Yeah. Keep going this way through the ether, I guess. Is that a minotaur or something? It is. It's not special in any way, I don't think. Minotaurus. Bull of Minos.
That'll do, girl.
Okay, we'll go on foot the rest of the way, I guess.
This must be the orphanage. Hopefully the registry's still here.
So, are we going in? I mean, we're going in somewhere. Cool, thanks for the potion. Rates of incorporation, that's not it.
Off.
What? I'm sorry? The Kingdom of Olud hereby incorporates this institution wherein juvenile bearers are granted the opportunity to give themselves in service of the state as soldiers. Trainees coming to the Crystal Square are to be disposed of. The graveyard is strictly reserved for the Oh! Great. Just awesome people. Conditioning schedule. The press yard, 20 sandbag. Okay.
Conditioning. This is nothing short of torture. I wasn't exaggerating.
Oh.
It's a wonder he survived this
great
place.
People.
I need to find that registry.
Sorry, it is still here. Okay, it's maybe in the graveyard or somewhere close by. Is it in the house? Like I couldn't see where it could have been. Oh, I didn't notice this. I recently learned that my own daughter was among the children turned to stone by the... I had no so. But inquiries with the military confirmed it. It was her, and now I see her everywhere. Today, one of the I can bear the guilt no longer, and so I have decided tomorrow I too must die. It will be the last order I give those poor wretches, the last torment I subject them to. I will command them to tear me limb from limb, and inter my accursed corpse beneath... yeah.
This reads like a suicide note.
Oh,
Would you like to go through with his plan?
It absolutely is a suicide note.
There's only one way to find out.
Wait, what? Oh, right. So there's nothing behind the thing? Do I not get to go into the church? Yeah, let me just take this away. White tree. Plenty of white trees here, but yeah, it's
white tree.
This one.
This must be the place. Could he really be buried here?
Probably, yeah.
There's something hidden among the roots. Let's see. This must be the registry.
Hans, 10 years old, lithification, succumb to conditioning, lithification, emaciation. Okay. Beautiful.
So many names. This place was a slaughterhouse. But where is the architect of all this misery?
Really?
It was only a matter of time, I suppose.
What if these fuckers never die?
This place is cursed.
Whoa, 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 calm down. Let's take care of the mobs, as usual. Yeah, you're gonna stop doing that. Yeah, this is not good. And take that. Take him out, take him out, take him out quickly, take him out. Take him out. Yes. Hooah. Cool.
I'm done here. Let's get the registry back to Herman.
Yeah. I want to go over there as well.